What if your biggest fear is not that you will die, but that you will die without ever having really lived as yourself? Not as the person your parents wanted, not as the version your teachers approved, not as the profile you built for social media, just you, naked of all the titles, all the becoming, all the masks you are still busy polishing today. Have you noticed how almost every thought in your mind begins with this silent command? I must become successful, I must become spiritual, I must become confident, I must become worthy of love. Your whole inner system starts to run like a machine that never shuts down, a restless factory of one day I will be enough. This is the architecture of suffering. You are always upgrading the costume, but you never come home to the one who is wearing it. Look at a normal day in your life. You wake up and before your feet touch the ground, your system is already calculating. What do I need to fix today? What do I need to prove? Who do I need to impress? You scroll your phone and see other people's highlight reels. Instantly, your inner software starts comparing, judging, pushing. You do not even decide this consciously. It is like an old program that auto-runs at startup. That is the unconscious human, a body moved by habits, a mind driven by old scripts, a heart waiting for permission to feel safe. Then, of course, you feel tired. You feel anxious. You feel like a failure. You feel anxious. But notice something important. You are not exhausted because life is too heavy. You are exhausted because you are always pretending to be someone in front of life. It is not reality that crushes you. It is the constant effort of holding your mask in place. The tension is in the act, not in existence. An actor on stage is more tired than someone simply sitting and breathing in the audience. Unconscious living is a mechanical loop. First, a trigger appears. Someone criticizes you, ignores your message, rejects your idea, chooses someone else. Then the old pattern wakes up. It says, I am not enough. I must try harder. I must add more layers, more achievements, more spiritual quotes, more self-improvement. You obey the pattern. You run faster on the same inner treadmill, and at night you wonder why you still feel empty. This is not your fault. It is just an unexamined design. A system designed by fear will always manufacture more fear. Now imagine a different architecture inside you. Imagine you as an awakened engineer of your own consciousness. You still wake up in the same bed. You still have the same bank account, the same body, the same responsibilities, but something fundamental has shifted in your inner process. Before the old program starts, you pause. You breathe, you notice the urge to compare, to rush, to prove, and you quietly say inside, I see you, but today I will not obey you automatically. Awareness has entered the system. This is spiritual practice in simple terms, not a belief, not a religion. It is training. You are retraining the operating system of your mind. Instead of running on fear-driven code, you begin to install conscious choice. This takes time, this takes repetition, but every time you notice the old mechanism and you decide differently, you are rewriting the architecture of your soul. You are moving from a life of becoming to a life of being. Being does not mean you stop growing. It means growth is no longer a desperate attempt to fix a broken self. Growth becomes an expression of joy rather than an escape from shame. When you are in being, you can work hard without that subtle poison of, if I fail, I am nothing. You can love deeply without the hidden contract, if they leave, I lose my worth. You are no longer bargaining for permission to exist. You already exist. You are already here. Everything else becomes play, exploration, refinement. Look closely at your emotional architecture. When something goes wrong, what is the first thought that appears? Is it, I am wrong? I am not enough. Life is against me. God is punishing me. The universe does not care. These are not just thoughts. They are structural beams in your inner building. If they are made of fear, the whole building shakes with every small earthquake in life. Awakening does not mean you never feel pain again. It means you rebuild these beams with truth. You replace I am a failure with I am a human in training. You replace "I am lost" with "I am learning to navigate my own inner world." Unconscious living says, "I will be at peace when everything outside finally cooperates. When my career is stable, when my partner never leaves, when my body never hurts, when my bank account is full, when my mind is calm." So peace is always in the future, always a reward you never fully reach. Conscious living flips the equation. It says, "I will bring a little more peace into this moment right now, even if nothing outside changes. And from that inner alignment, I will act." Then your actions are no longer begging reality to save you. They become expressions of your own grounded presence. Notice how often you talk to yourself in the language of war. "I must fight my thoughts. I must kill my ego. I must defeat my laziness." You become both the attacker and the attacked. No wonder there is so much inner noise. But you are not a battlefield. You are an ecosystem. Every energy in you, even fear, even doubt, is just a part of the system that needs understanding and retraining. When you approach yourself as an engineer, you become curious instead of cruel. You ask, what is this pattern trying to protect? What belief is powering this reaction? Is it still needed? Slowly, you move from self-violence to self-leadership. There will still be days when you fall back into the old loop. You will catch yourself comparing, begging for validation, chasing another identity to feel safe. And on those days, the unconscious human will say, "See, you are still the same. Nothing has changed." But the awakened human responds differently. They say, "No, something has changed. I can see the pattern. Before I was the pattern. Now I am the one who observes it. This distance is not cold. It is loving. It is the space in which true transformation becomes possible." So if you feel broken right now, if you feel late, behind, lost, understand this clearly. You are not failing at life. You are simply in the early stages of learning how your own inner machinery works. No one taught you the manual. They only told you to perform, to succeed, to become something impressive. But beneath all that noise, there is a very simple, very quiet truth. You, as you are right now, without any upgrade, are already the right foundation. You are not a mistake to be fixed. You are an architecture waking up to itself. Let this realization land gently. You do not have to throw away your dreams. You do not have to stop working, loving, creating. You simply shift the center from which you move. Less from "I must become so I am worthy." More from "I am worthy so I am free to become whatever feels true." This is not a slogan. It is a daily practice. 1,000 small moments where you choose awareness over automatic reaction, compassion over self-hatred, presence over performance. And one day, without any big announcement, you will notice something subtle. The fear of dying as a stranger to yourself will loosen its grip, because you are no longer ignoring the one who lives behind your eyes. You are starting to listen, to align, to live from that quiet center. Death will still come. Loss will still happen. Change will still move through your life. But instead of being a terrified passenger in a runaway train, you will feel like a conscious driver in a vast, mysterious landscape. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are in process. You are learning the mechanics of your own soul. Every breath is another chance to step out of the old program and into awareness. No rush, no pressure, just this simple, steady truth. You are allowed to stop becoming for a moment and simply be. From there, real transformation begins.